Good morning, my friends. Daniel Miller here. Welcome to our Destiny world. How's everyone doing today? We are having a bit of a strange weather yet again in London suburbs. It started as a very hot day, but it's gliding over and it looks like a bit of rain. So we just have to wait and see what happens next. The humidity last night was unbearable. It was about 85 to 89%, and I've had my Destiny 2 Forsaken stream, a lengthy stream I said guys last night as well, and it was really difficult to do anything due to that lack of air. You know, we get like damp air and pollution coming in together, makes it really hazy, and really it feels very unpleasant. So I enjoyed my stream, enjoyed my broadcast, and we've had Strange Pirate and Sucker Pooper here with us, and both of our community members were indeed helping me out together with the rest of the viewers who were also learning about lots of different things on what to do in Destiny 2 Forsaken. As you know, it is a vast game with lots of different options. There are different ways in which you can do it, and have many quests and adventures and tasks and patrols and story missions, and of course Escalation Protocol, which we played yesterday for quite some time. We really loved it. It's a really relentless activity. You get the waves of public events coming in your way in that wonderful open world again and again, and you can engage and you can do it again and again, and you know, you really can master and hone your skills and the use of certain weapons. But make no mistake, you do need a large team, and the bosses and the enemies in there come in very large numbers. They're very powerful, and they're kind of randomly selected. You get some ogres and some big knights and all sorts really, and they're very hard to neutralize. So you better have a good team on board, or indeed you can just join in. You usually have between dozen people popping in and, you know, doing lots of different things. On average is about 6 people in there from what I could gather so far. So obviously 3 of us joined such team, and we were indeed rocking it. We had plenty of fun. The rest of it was spent on some quests which were left there from well, they were given to me by Anna Bray and Zavala, and then we proceeded to what I wanted to do for some time, and that was Destiny 2 Forsaken. So we did start with story missions, and we learned that in that trap Cade unfortunately perished, and we think that Cade is going to come back in the near future, be it in Shadowkeep or any other DLCs that are to come our way. And in the same way as all the enemies are coming back, they will find a way through resurrecting him, I'm quite certain. And we are going to have our favorite character back again in Destiny 2. Not being confirmed, make sure that you stress that. It's just my assumption, considering how it works in video gaming and Hollywood films. Very rarely do you have your favorite character eliminated at all. Even so early as we experience here in Destiny. But Forsaken was thoroughly enjoyable, and I have to say, as I'm progressing down the route of coming to the seasons, I really think that Forsaken is most beautifully designed, and it is the first proper bridge between the DLC and your proper RPG, which is going to be run from September. I'm also expecting other characters to come in, and perhaps with some dialogue and some degree of interactivity instead of having just NPCs. I think this is the direction that Bungie want to take. They want to be raising the bar for themselves and escalating the protocol through which the game is going to be run, and I really look forward to that. I think story is a lot easier to understand in Forsaken, as you have quite a few cutscenes and thorough descriptions given to you by NPCs. So it's a lot more expansive in terms of the facts and figures given, and it's easier to put some pieces together, because in Destiny 1 we've had story missions back-to-back replay last week, and I have to say these were very difficult to digest. Again, a lot of information in a very short period of time, and at the end of it I thought I'd be clearer about the story, but the same problems persisted. So it is really down to the narrative, the way the game was construed and the way the story was told. And I think the use of the Ghost, where he's telling us everything about activities in this wonderful Destiny universe, is far too dense, and we get a bit lost between his descriptions, his very brief comms with his superiors, and then all the activity that is to unravel. I think the activity in Forsaken and also in those 2 DLCs, Curse of Osiris and are more aligned with the story, i.e. we hear about something and then that actually happens before us, rather than just some sort of activity or action that is not really blending in with what's said. So that is really thumbs up. I really love it, and we'll carry on with that possibly tonight. I want to complete Forsaken and move towards the seasons. We have many lengthy grinds in there, so plenty of fun to be had. Really look forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed our last night's stream as well. We've had two of our community members from the US and Finland joining us, and altogether I had a lot of fun and entertainment. I was progressing in the game. I was learning about certain things as well. So, it was very, very good evening of activity. But I've got to tell you, doing 2 broadcasts a day, which are lengthy, is too taxing for me. So I can't really do that in a longer run. We'll do that for a little while in order to progress in Destiny 2 Forsaken. But maybe we'll have to consider a somewhat different structure, because 6 hours a day allocated seems to be sufficient, and then similar to all other television programs and broadcasts, we'll have to consider what is most popular, what people want to see. Maybe we'll run certain activities on separate days. I have to really work it out in my mind. I'm not clear as yet what this is going to look like, but plenty of time before September when we come to the first year anniversary of the DRBMiller channel, and we'll celebrate that as well, and we'll provide you with some new content as well as perhaps some pointers on the future structures and directions. One of those will be cross-platform saves, of course, cross-platform streams. I will integrate my PC with Xbox and PlayStation in order to enable easy access to many games which are presently offered through streaming services, and those are Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Now. We've had some introductions on PS Now here, and we played some of the games from the services, which were thoroughly enjoyable, but I want to make sure that this is streamlined, that we can see everything that is currently on offer, regardless of the fact whether the game is downloadable or not. So if we are doing PS4 streams through my PC, then we'll be able to see everything, and that's the plan really. So I have to prepare for that and maybe take a break before commencing with even harder schedule and activities. So basically what we'll do today is we'll carry on with our Destiny 1 world, and we've had quite a few people popping in yesterday asking questions whether they can join us and do some of the gaming online live here on my broadcast. The answer is of course yes, but on certain days there are many requests coming in, so I just like to say to my community members, it's always the best to book your space in advance. If you're a new community member, then you will have to follow the channel and also send me a friend request on PlayStation in order to be able to bring you in. Usually the way it works is we are not going to have 2 new members coming at the same time. We'll have myself as a broadcaster, 1 community veteran, and then another new community member taking part as well. That is in order to keep everything within our channel rules, and also to keep all of us very familiar with the activity and the content. So also if we have any children who are below 16, they will have to have parental permission clearly stated in order to participate in a live broadcast. We had a child coming in yesterday, and we were sort of helping him to work on his game, but obviously this is not a channel for children, so that needs to be stressed and made clear to everyone, in addition to all other channel rules. Perhaps I will also state it on my channel rules, which are popping up on my chat, just to make sure. We don't really get children requesting assistance here frequently, but it happens from time to time. This channel is not restricted, so children can obviously come in, but they will have to have permission to participate in a live broadcast. So let's see what we are going to do today. I talked a bit about Destiny 2 Forsaken. I think the game is absolutely wonderful. It is very expansive. There are lots of different things you can do in there, and I recommend you the presently available complete edition, offered on the price of $34.99, which is a very, very low price considering the content. And just without thinking, purchase it, have it there, produced for that wonderful sequel. The game evolved. There are lots of activities. There are many tasks, and you will not be disappointed. If you are still thinking in terms of Destiny 2 Year 1 edition, then you are really on a different planet, because the game had moved forward, and as you know, there are many, many expansions and new bits of content to come our way in the months to come. So basically the way to do it is by simply purchasing the complete edition. Formerly they were selling Destiny 2 Forsaken Digital Deluxe, and the latest is somewhat updated, with new content and a few other bits which you get as rewards. So definitely worth having a look, and once you purchase it you can join us, and I'm doing it. I always say that for anyone who's broadcasting, please do not go for base games, always take the opportunity to purchase the Ultimate Edition, because with the Ultimate Edition you'll get some rewards, you'll get some extra bits that come in as additional content, or especially because you pre-ordered or purchased a top tier edition of a particular game, and then you can enjoy everything and present that to your viewers. Also, for a broadcaster it's important to be able to access all content, and therefore if you're doing a particular stream you want to be able to access any section of the game, obviously once you worked on it and once you progress to the highest possible top tier level, so that all of your participants and community members can safely join and enjoy all that is there to unravel. So basically that is the idea, and I'm recommending Destiny 2 Forsaken to everyone. Make sure you purchase it before September. There were some discussions yesterday that perhaps the same edition will be offered free of charge. That's not been confirmed by Bungie. There's going to be another standalone game called New Light, and it will comprise some bits of Destiny 2 and Destiny 2. We're not sure exactly what the format is going to be. Lots of rumors floating on Reddit and other social networking forums such as Twitter, but Bungie said that there will be a combination of some of the missions, and it will be like a standalone free of charge, all platform access, free for everyone to use, introduction to what it's like to be a Guardian and what it's like to be participating in Destiny 1 and 2 world. I think it's unrealistic to expect that the entire content will be offered free of charge. They will provide a taster that will give you a very good opportunity to learn the in-game mechanics, how to use the inventory, how to experience a bit of the story, but then you'll have obviously the rest of the content that will have to be acquired through monetary transactions, and they want to be expanding on the number of participants, and they look forward to the arrival of many new Destiny gamers as those two games are released, because don't forget, we are going to have Destiny 2 Forsaken in the arena already. Then we'll have Shadowkeep, the new chapter of Destiny, which in fact does feel a bit almost like Destiny 3. I'm not sure whether you agree, but it does seem to me that the content is going to be luminous, and we are to get a new direction on what to do in this Destiny universe, be it from the use of appropriate weapons and armor to the story missions, or indeed reacquainting with some of the old enemies and foes such as Oryx and all the other ones that we've been battling Kreuter on Earth and elsewhere, and really look forward to see what story is going to be like with that new RPG element, which they've been working on even more so during the recent year. So really today we are going back to Destiny 1, and we are to be doing a selection of our activities. We've done already our Nightfall Strike this week, so I completed it on the Hunter, but if anybody else wants to come in, and perhaps we'll rerun it. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we were doing the Nightfall twice, and I completed it both with my Sunrise Bounty and also without it. And we'll look at all the rest of the activities. If we have anyone else popping in who wants to work on the game, indeed we are going to be adhering to this as well as usual. As you know, this is a community-based channel, so we really do everything here which is based on the community foundations. Our viewers and participants frequently ask us to do certain things, and therefore we follow suit. One of those was a very lengthy story missions replay back-to-back in a chronological order. We've done that last week. It took about 6 days from Wednesday to Monday, and it was really thoroughly enjoyable. And in addition to that, I was able to do the vast majority of those missions together, either in a co-op or in a team of 3, which actually is the best way to play Destiny. Just remember, if you are a Destiny fan, follower or gamer, you do not want to be playing it by yourself. You want to be always in a team. And in a team you will learn everything. You will progress forward faster, you'll have a different perspective on everything you do, you'll attract many more viewers and participants if you are building your own community, and you'll have a lot more fun. So just remember, it's a lot more interesting, and you'll get a lot more information and plenty of reward, satisfaction and achievements in consequence. That's the way to do it. That's the way to plan your gaming. Remember, Destiny 1 and 2 are MMO games, massive multiplayer online games. You will need to have access online, obviously. You'll need to access the servers. You need to have subscription to your live services here on PlayStation Plus it's called. And then you will need to build your community. You can obviously select people randomly, but it's always the best played with people who you know the best, and people who've been really on your teams previously. And perhaps sometimes a good idea to be teaming up with some seniors and those who are really your Destiny veterans, because you learn a lot. You learn about all kinds of quests which are there. Although you think you completed everything, I can assure you always find half dozen activities that still require further attention. So this is what I do at all times, and we always have a lot of fun. And you could see yesterday a very, very busy community morning with loads of people coming and plenty of content flowing through the channel with many tips, advice, and helpful hints given. People learning, people asking questions, people requesting pointers, and all of that being a very, very vibrant, energetic, and positive Destiny 1 community both here on my channel. So really very grateful for everyone's participation, and thank you so much for coming and watching the channel every single day. I never thought that it would develop so fast. We'd have so many participants, but as you could see, it's likely that as from September we are going to be also exponentially rising, so I have to be prepared for that. I engaged some other moderators to be involved if necessary, and I'll also be looking at the content that will be very specifically tailoring any form of exponential increase, because as the broadcast is restreamed through the automated engine called Restream, we get also messages and participation coming from some other forums, although Twitch remains the backbone of everything we do. Right, so the time now is to jump in to do our Hunter Human Male. I can see that Sakapupu is here. Hello Sakapupu, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you had a good night's sleep and rested well. Sakapupu and myself, together with Strange Pirate, were doing lots of activities in Destiny 2 Forsaken yesterday on my broadcast. So if you're interested, just go back to my yesterday's stream and you can review it on Twitch or YouTube. Plenty of great activity, lots of fun, and also Sakapupu was showcasing his very large collection of ghosts. And for anyone who wants to find out what ghosts look like or what sort of designs they have in Destiny 2, the best way of doing it is just going back to my last night's broadcast and having a look at that section, because we were examining them for about 45 minutes and we've had quite a few participants giving us their views as well. We had the Imperial Sniper and a couple of other guys being amazed and astonished by the rarity of some of those designs and the beauty of the ghosts on display. So it was really a very, very good exhibition of those items in there. One of those I like the best is the ghost that has the entire Destiny universe in it, and you can see that the universe is sort of evolving and operating. It looks very much alive within that ghost, and I can't remember what the ghost was called, but definitely one of those that I want to be collecting and using. It looked remarkable and possibly one of the best that blends in with the aura of that massive, big, expansive, immense, infinite Destiny world. And that is Destiny 1 and 2 combined. Okay, so we'll go to Hunter. I guess Sakapupu, you would like to join us as well. You want to come in so we can do some things together, which is great. I really like that the best when we have a small team or co-op right from the beginning. So if you do want to come in, just let me know. I'll bring you in straight away. And yeah, Sakapupu wants to join in. I'll bring you in straight away. So let me just invite you. There's going to be Sakapupu and myself right from the beginning, which is great. And there we are, Sakapupu, inviting you to my party chat, and then I'll invite you to the game as well. So let us just crack on with the usual. Inviting to my fire team as well. There we are. Hello there, how are you doing? Did you have a good night's sleep? All good today? Nice weather as well?
It's not nice weather. It's some, I don't know, it's the sounds of lightning, and it's some bad rain.
Thunderstorms, summer thunderstorms by the sounds of it. Well, we
Yeah.
don't have any of those here yet, but it looks a bit like rain over here too, and not really very excited about it, because we do need a bit of refreshment to get rid of this dreadful humidity. But you know, we get humidity towards the end of the day because we're on 4 rivers, and then some days, like yesterday, just completely breathless, and a bit of rain, i.e. some thunderstorms would help, but I guess those you get in Finland are a lot more fierce to what we get here. Mind you, we can get some,
yeah.
you know, terrible ones
Yep.
as well, but not, well,
Yeah.
depends really. We've had a few weeks of rain, and we've had also a couple of days at the beginning of June where
By the way, Zer is here,
yeah, we'll need to go to
so
him
I'm
straight away.
searching for him.
We are
Yep.
going to be I've sent you a game invite as well if you want
Yeah,
to join.
but I'm
you're in the
going
town already,
to
are you?
try to find him first.
All right. Well, let me just see where he
If I
is.
join
Maybe
you,
maybe we
because,
can see directly on Twitter, you know, where he is instead of just walking. And I usually do that. Does anyone else know where Zer is? If anyone knows, just let us know, because we need Zer straight away.
He's probably here.
Destiny 1 weekly Zer items. You can
Yep,
get him on
he's
Reddit. In the tower
I
near the
found him.
Vanguard. This is where he is. In the tower near the Vanguard.
No, he's in the hangar.
He's in the hangar, is it? Is he?
Yup. You just go in and turn right.
Okay, let me see. Just bear with me. I just want to double check.
Oh, I don't have injective. Oh, I should have saved up for that. Exotic. No. Where? Oh well. I'm gonna get
Yeah, he's in the
some
hangar.
free
They
of
confirmed
points.
that on Reddit as well. Reddit says he's in the hangar, so you are definitely going the
Yeah.
right way.
Well, if I say I found him, yeah,
Did you find him? You know where he is. You can see him.
yeah, of course I found him.
Oh, alright, so that's nice and easy. I'll join you. I'm using my Future War Cult ship, which I acquired day before yesterday.
Okay,
Don't like
I
the
might
look of it,
change
but
my character to Hunter for some reason. I don't know.
so amongst your three characters, which one requires the greatest attention with lots of tasks? I guess Titan is
Hunter.
probably the least wanted because you
Yeah.
worked on your Titan at most times. So Hunter must be the one. With my
Yeah, I
characters,
don't really like Hunter, but I like them, but I don't like it at the same time.
yeah, with my characters, I think they're equally spread. I probably played my Warlock initially the most, and then I've spent a lot of time on a Titan and Hunter. Maybe Titan, in terms of the actual number of hours spent in the game, the least, but I progressed rapidly with all the tasks, so it's sort of evenly spread out. I think by now, considering I've been doing the game since last September, in about 9 months, I think is really quite rewarding, because lots of people obviously are taking a lot longer. There are some people playing football in there. You see that? Enjoying it, and it's very good to see that. Where I am, they have this blue ball, yeah, and they're enjoying it.
Yeah, but not the initial football.
No, it's a blue ball. They're sort of mucking about a bit. Are there?
The fire team does not have open slots.
Why is that? I probably expired the invitation.
No, it's not expired. The server that you're in is full.
Let me see again. It's a glitch.
We left off.
Okay. What did you do in order to improve? Have a look at the invites now.
Changed some armor pieces, and I still need a new gauntlet.
A new gauntlet? Oh, the one that I've got, the Yoga one. That's a very good one, though. That Yoga gauntlet is the best.
I don't like it that much.
Do you? Well, because I use... let me see. Sniper rifle loader. That really helps me.
One?
You know? Because I really use my sniper all the time, and it's increasing the reload speed of sniper. And what's funny, if you look at it on the screen, can you see the mark which is on his gauntlet, kind of bottom right? Can you see it? and it actually looks like it says UK. And
Where?
it's quite funny. If you
What
look
mark?
on my stream display, I'm looking at Mongrel Ogre's Grasp. Can you see that? The bottom right, the top one looks like Italy, I, and the bottom right looks like UK. Do you see it?
Okay, I can't see anything on my gauntlet, so I'm going to watch your stream now.
Because I've just got the inspection of my Oyga, and then the top, well, the bottom right, it looks like UK. I just noticed that the other day, and I thought, oh, that's really funny. It's almost like proprietary to myself. But the sniper rifle loader is very useful for my sniper, and then also increasing grenade throw distance, and I use grenades all the time, so that's pretty good.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it looks like UK. It looks like it's a stamp.
Yeah. For me, if I take a screenshot, for me it does not look like UK. For me, it just looks like a blurry image because I've got a. If you inspect me, you'll see that how bright it is.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's probably because of your outfit. Yeah. Yeah, and I think also if your brightness on your television set is also a bit increased, then it will be looking like a
Now
glow.
it isn't that bright
Why is that? What did you do?
because I changed my
Settings.
thing. No. If
Oh,
I
I see
change
the
it
other
to
piece.
how
The other
bright will it
piece. Yeah, yeah,
go?
yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yeah.
if you're using those pieces that are glowing, so
Oh, now it's red. The marks have become red. Look at that.
no, this looks very good. This looks awesome, and you're burning on the inside. What piece is this? This chest piece that you got now? That's very good.
You can't read it.
Let me
Days
see.
of Iron.
Days of Iron. Okay. You can toy with colors, but I think that the red one you put on probably gives you the marks on the gauntlet to be most visible.
Yeah, wait.
This one, this one. Yeah,
I'm
this also
going.
very good.
Are you still in the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to come to you. Okay, now it has spaces. Okay, I'm joining your fire team, and once I'm there, Okay, I can't join. I'm going to search for some shaders while you're doing your stuff.
There's one character in here who's dancing with me.
Yeah,
Looks a
he's
bit like,
got the Iron Yellow home because
yeah,
he probably created a new character.
looks a bit like Petra. I thought it was Petra.
Yeah. They wanted it to look like someone.
Well, if someone's character looks a bit like one of the NPCs, then it's slightly confusing. I kind of tend to make the character aligned either with myself to look like me or to be a bit different to the other guys, because otherwise everyone looks the same,
Okay.
and that's the benefit of customization. I think, yeah, depends on the game as well, because in Mass Effect they had this that you were able to play male and female character, and then you can customize, and very very detailed customization. But lots of people just left on default. They didn't really want to spend time at the time. But it's different today. There's lots of games that are providing that sort of facility, and people like buying and building kind of different parts of the character. So it's taken off in a very major fashion. But I remember when it came out first, lots of people who liked RPG, they didn't spend that much time on the initial customization because they were eager to just step in. So I remember watching at that time YouTube videos of people playing Mass Effect, and every Shepard looks like Shepard by default, and then I created mine that looked completely different. I was like, hang on a minute, that's not Shepard. it was quite odd. And when they introduced that female shepherd, so hang on a minute, shepherd can't be female, and really weird. That's the way things were, you know. Video game industry evolved rapidly, and loads of things have changed in this decade. I mean, it's extraordinary. Even 5 years ago, when you compare Destiny 1 with Destiny 2, you can really see some major differences.
Ready to assist.
But I must admit, I really enjoyed the gameplay yesterday. I thought Forsaken was exceptional, and thumbs up really for Bungie's work. I really think that it's wonderfully produced and designed. So I've got some extra stuff in there I need to get rid of. Right, so that's Dream Eater vest.
I'm trying to find something.
Dream Eater vest looks good,
Yeah.
but not that remarkable compared to some of the other ones. The one I've just seen, that was burning on the inside. I like that one. Long Tomorrow chest armor.
Okay.
And then pick up wolf pelt. And then there's another
Have a
one.
nice day.
Okay, we'll just clean this up because that was a leftover since yesterday. Don't need this. And then the last one, probably another
Service normal.
chest piece.
Done.
Engram.
All done, all done.
All done, all done, my friend. We'll be back after another hard battle.
Hunters always have something in
The
and for those
code.
that-
What is it? As we were doing some early missions with our US junior friend yesterday, I picked up lots of kit which is like 100 and below, so that was unusual. Okay, so that's
Come back
sorted.
before I get bored.
Yeah, that's all sorted, and I'm basically ready to proceed.
And I am not yet.
Yeah, just let me
Of
know when you
course.
are. So I'll be just considering what we can do.
Candy apple. What does it look like? Nothing good. It's a little bit annoying that I cannot find a good color for my armor.
You know, I forgot yesterday when we were doing that Prisoner of Elders. I forgot to use my House of Judgment reputation booster. I need to remember that anytime I go there. I got one perfected Siva offering. So
Okay.
keep forgetting to well.
Science.
The idea would be before you enter any activity to check your bounties and check your consumables. So that's my recommendation to everyone, really, because it's very easy to forget 3 of coins. Like we've done lots of strikes back to back, and then we, just forget to use them, and they're useful because you'll get extra exotics if they're being dropped. But you know what? Strange coins 37, and I just remembered. I need to go to Zer. Sakapupu was there already, and we'll talk to Zer. It's always the best to talk to Zer as early as possible, so you're sorted for the weekend and for the week, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he is here in the hangar. When you come to the main platform, as soon as you enter, you turn right, you'll find him there. He's hiding.
My emotions are not wholly under my control.
He is quite visible.
Guardian.
Guardian, he says. Agent of the Nine. What do I need first and foremost? I need to see how many exotic shards I've got. That's number 1. 5. Right. So I can certainly purchase 1.
Is this why the Nine sent me here?
And then I'll take, let me see.
I was sent here to carry out this exchange. The Nine do not want this.
Okay, I think I have found something.
He's selling the
Yes, sir.
ram. That helmet and
Yeah.
Celestian Nighthawk. Hawk Moon I do have, and Legacy and Grim. Okay. So strange coin. Glass needles. I never purchased glass needles. And they're basically used what to transform the appearance of exotic gear. Do you sometimes buy them, glass needles?
No,
No?
you don't change the appearance. You change the role of stuff.
It
Yeah.
says to transform the properties of exotic gear. So what can I change? Perks? Or what?
It can change the intellect, discipline.
Oh,
or
I
the
see,
rank.
I see, I see. These abilities. I've not used that before, so I don't know. But I'm not going to be trying it today because obviously one needs to be spending strange coin and might of light and all sorts, and even an exotic shard, which really is very precious for my infusion. So no, the answer is no. But what I'll do is I'll purchase maybe
Yeah.
2 strange coin, well, 2 packs of strange coins,
Excellent.
and that will do it for me. So I have 10 strange coins and then 50 synths, which is pretty good.
Okay, so are you ready to go to some?
Yep,
Yeah.
I will be
Okay.
very shortly. So I just purchased this. I need to see my consumables just a second to double check. Yeah, that's exactly. Usually I have 150 heavy synths, and they really serve me well because if I do strikes back to back and that, then I use quite a lot of them. And of course, so one week, I'm not sure what we were doing. You know, when there were these dodgy modifiers, I did use more than 60 of those, so that was quite a lot. On average, I use, I guess, between 50 and 70 throughout the whole week. So that's the idea. Let's see whether I have another Vanguard booster. Got Crucible Reputation booster and House of Judgment.
Okay.
So these are the ones I don't really want to use at the moment. Use this one. And this one. This one. Okay, so I'm ready.
I may be here.
What shall we do?
Return.
What do you fancy doing?
Something.
Let's start with some strikes, and then maybe we can try what's there in the Crucible this week. We'll have
It hasn't changed yet. It's still doubles.
oh, it's doubles. Yeah, we were doing this the other day. Yeah, can maybe warm up with that as well. Could be good entertainment.
No, fact, I don't want to do doubles. If
You're not
my
really-
hunter,
Not really keen on that. We'll see. Okay, just give us a second.
I'm on my hunter, as you
Yeah,
can see.
I'll be back in a second. Just bear with me a second. There we are, my friends. We are going to be starting with some Siva Heroic Strikes. Plenty of action is before us. Let's see what the modifiers are. We have Brawler. Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. We have Berserk. I hate Berserk. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. What this means is you can literally chisel the life down to the bare minimum and they will be as strong as otherwise, so that's quite tricky. Solar Burn, solar damage from any source is greatly increased, so solar weapons are preferred, and Heroic, they'll come in large numbers, attack us from everywhere. So remember, Brawler, Guardian melee damage is increased, so melee is very effective, and we have Berserk, one of the most hated modifiers here, so it will make it quite difficult. It's Berserk, and what's the other one as well? I keep forgetting now what it's called, when you can't pick up ammunition. These are the ones that cause lots of difficulties if you don't have synths. Therefore I always stock up on synths for my special weapon and also for the heavy. Alright, so that looks good. So we are proceeding to our first Siva strike of today. My broadcast yesterday was running until quite late, and I must not be doing this. And it was very enjoyable to do Forsaken, you know, to enter the story, find out what was going on in there. But I'll have to cut it short at around 11, because otherwise it interferes with my schedule on the following day.
Okay.
Do you usually sleep like 8 or 9 hours or less?
Less, or I don't know how much I sleep.
Yeah, with me, I need my 8 hours. I can't be operating properly if I get a lot less, you know. Sometimes even 9. I get really tired generally.
Okay.
If Rasputin was protecting it, it's valuable. We've got to flush those flares out.
But it's really interesting because some people can live off, you know, a few hours of sleep. Like my dad, he's 86 and he still sleeps 6 hours a night. He can't sleep longer than that. He gets up every day 6 o'clock in the morning, and I said, you know, unbelievable. It's his biology compared to mine. I said I'd give the entire kingdom for that, but I can't have it.
We better move.
There we are. Three of coins did you use? I've just put mine on. Yeah, because I keep forgetting. Oh, you're a new hunter as well. Okay.
Yeah, I said that I'll be using my hunter.
Yeah. My
Is every one of us in this team my hunter?
Oh, it's like a hunter triple.
Nope.
What do you see?
Hunter, Titan.
Oh, he's a Titan. Yeah, that's right, he's a Titan. But he just joined us. There was somebody else there before, I think. I really think there was somebody else there. These signs are so annoying. I hate the signs. They always cause trouble. They're quite fast, they're the fastest enemy. They're the best eliminated with swords. If you are firing at them, you know, with your hand cannon or automatic weapon, they really always manage to get away.
Oh yeah,
jumping.
Swords.
Yeah, swords are the best. Come close and then they're vulnerable to swords. This is why I always use my sword.
I should have equipped my sword. I'm such a dummy.
Yeah, I forgot to do that as well when we got in fast. I left my Galahorn. And
I'm gonna change to my sword. Crazy like
yeah, it makes all the difference. Loads of them. And the enemies are lagging a bit.
okay, now I've got my sword.
Yeah. The sword doesn't work too well on Happies.
Puppies.
Generally.
Yeah, Ted
Yeah.
too. You just wasted a useful thing.
My super's recharging rapidly, so I'll get it
Oh,
in no time. Yeah, I could have used it here, couldn't I? All those minotaurs. Nearly got killed. How did I survive? That's extraordinary. I even amazed myself.
White Chapel.
What's
You got me
this?
killed.
Yeah, I'll rescue there. Hold on a second. He did already. Okay.
You're both using Void Sword.
Yeah,
What's that name? What's the sword name
Dark Drinker.
that you're using? Yep, and I'm using the Crazed Lighter.
I guess Raise Lighter is more applicable because it's solar in here, right? And
I don't know.
yeah, it's solar weapons preferred. Raise Lighter solar, isn't it? Or is it arc? I think it's solar.
With what? What do you think?
Bolt caster.
Yeah. What do you think is bolt caster that you got it on your first guest?
Bolt caster.
Watch out, sniper jumping. I need to get.
No, I prefer Dark Drinker. I mean, Bolt caster is quite useful, but you know, Dark Drinker sorts everyone out. And the other ones are effective. Bolt caster and Raise Lighter are mission specific. So you know, for some missions, you'll get.
And this one too.
Oh, they killed me, but I've tethered them all. So if anybody can use like rocket launcher grenades, that would be.
I don't
but
have any.
No, it's wasted, unfortunately. No one in there. All of them are tethered, the whole lot. But I got killed. I wanted to use my, you know, spin. All would have been destroyed immediately.
Oh, he is the super. No, what kills? What's the thing? Oh no. You can't kill me that easily.
Why did I fall?
Away. No.
Oh, so annoying this is. Just completely went the wrong way.
Okay.
fell.
Oh wow, look at my sword. I think I did the one of the glitches. Look at it.
Yeah, I can't see it yet. Hang on. I'm coming there.
Look.
Oh, alright. The burning.
Yeah.
That must be solo, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's burning a lot for some reason. And that's why I said I did it.
Mm. Maybe it really lights up after certain activity, I'm not sure. I know that Boltcaster is used by Tomzak quite a lot. He likes using it and applying it in, you know, certain missions. But I prefer Dark Drinker. I think Dark Drinker is universally effective. Sometimes modifiers lessen its capacity, but generally it works. See, in this instance, it's gone in no time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Get out, please don't do that. This is so more annoying than you think.
Yes, these are a true menace.
Yeah.
I do know. At least there's no glitch like the other week in here.
Oh, watch out.
He disappeared.
Oh, this is bad. They don't flinch.
Yeah, they don't flinch.
Yeah, but do you know what's extremely bad about it? We can't make shield do this flinch, so we could kill them. Yeah.
The shields are causing the biggest problem in here. Yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna kill the middle one. Is that okay? Spawn already. Spawn! Thank you.
Oh, you got him. What did you use?
My super.
Oh, he was gone with a suit. Okay. I was killed immediately. Oh, you know what it was? It was that canister. Matthias told me about this the other day. He said there's this canister in there. You know, if you are doing it, just remember, in here, which explodes there.
Yeah, I know.
So it happened to me several times before.
Yep, and this is why I use my golden gun.
Is there anything good in there? Because I've got a skeleton key, or not?
Nope.
Okay, I'll
Nothing
just
good.
pass that. I'll pass that. Alright. That was enjoyable. And we'll do another one.
Oh,
Got some strange coins.
yeah.
So that's a good reward. we'll do another strike. So let's just wait until it loads.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. So let's get to taking out their command, one by one. Valis to Arik. From what I can
This is
gather,
going
he
to be
commands the
easy
siege
with my golden
vessels from an
gun.
Imperial land tank.
This
Oh
one.
gosh, I almost
He's
fell
well
down.
protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out, and break their grip on Freehold.
Do you have the ship? The one I've got? Future War Cult ship. This is a reward.
What about that?
Yeah. I think it was a reward given to me by Lakshmi.
I have a
Let's find access to their system. See if we can track down
dead
Valis to
orbit
Ark.
ship.
Oh, you do? Yeah, yeah. I like this one as well.
Yeah, but it's not activated yet. Yeah.
Well, I like the insignia and colours. I'm not that keen on the ship design.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to activate the map first. Then. Are you going to activate it?
The other guy activated already.
I don't see it. Oh, now it's...
No, he was active. Use his ghost.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they killed me.
The fact that they don't flinch is really worrying.
This Colossus was red bar and it took 2 dark drinkers. So heavily modified.
Ow!
2 spins, you know.
Okay.
That tells you that the mods are working against us very, very significantly.
Wow, oh no.
Guardian down.
Ah! Wait, the Centurion just flinched. I thought there was no flinching here. What's going on?
No idea. Sign killed me. And you got killed as well.
Yeah,
These mods
if
are
you
working.
would see what killed me, you'd be surprised that I didn't die as fast as I did.
What was it? What killed you?
The annoying guy. The ice. I'm deciding to shoot multiple rockets. at my enemies.
I was going to
and be
revive you.
annoying.
And I got stranded there by half dozen.
Yeah, the Titanist has just moved on because he didn't have to worry about it. Because he didn't have to worry about it.
Guardian down.
Kill dude. No.
You can't get to it now. Look at that, the jumping is so poor. When you get used to jumping in Destiny 2, this is really bad.
Yes. Yeah, please open. Open. Yeah. Finally.
Open sesame. The enemies then flinch.
Yep, that's why I just ran. Ran and ran and ran. For my life.
And did you survive?
Yes.
Nope. I did not survive. I was using my sword and basically it just didn't work. It's too slow for the
Bad
enemy.
luck.
No, it's too slow for the enemy. The enemy is like really fast. Where am I going?
Where, oh, where is it? Oh, dead. Yay.
Well, he'll need a Gallic one for that one.
Guardian down.
Yeah, but I... okay, just shoot at him until he dies. Oh, why isn't he dead? Oh, good. Oh, he dropped an exotic. It's spawn. Nope, no exotic here.
He didn't drop an exotic, or did he?
Could you revive me?
Yeah. Yeah. The new Xbox is going to be amazing, you know. Just reading yesterday on some of the specs, and what they'll do is they'll give the opportunity to use it as a personalized server, and then you'll be able to access Microsoft xCloud, which means you can literally play everything you've got on your Xbox wherever you are, on any platform. So that's incredible. You just access the cloud and you can do it from there.
Okay. Hopefully I can buy an Xbox someday.
Well, you'll be able to get Xbox One on a fraction of the price, you know, very shortly. They're already quite cheap. But the new one is going to be very expensive.
Uh-huh.
Because you'll have these sort of next generation abilities that the capacity is going to be quite something.
Oh yeah, by the
compared
way,
to
you
anything
won't
else.
be able to use yours.
No, he's really well shielded.
Oh wow. I can't even damage him.
He is well shielded.
It's slow. Look at me. No,
No,
I
I'm a-
missed. How?
I'm a bit far.
No.
Still standing, that Colossus. I don't believe it. And I have no special ammunition, so what do I do?
Did he just crouch at the wrong time? What happened? How is he still alive? I shot him. I hit him. Actually.
Well, a Colossus.
Well, a Colossus, I mean. There's the boss.
I managed to get rid of this one now.
Okay, I'm gonna use... Dead. I'm dead. Oh, I have a skeleton key. Okay. Ow. You were just at the wrong time. Oh, looks like I've accidentally muted you in my game.
Wallace Thorak needs to be killed, okay. Put my Galahorn on. Well, I've got it on, but I need to use some synths, because I'm out of ammunition.
Well, I've got a sword.
Yeah, even those red bar enemies are really hard to kill in here. Heavily modified.
Yeah, you're
Real
not
pain.
right there, yeah.
He's gonna be very hard, I think. Because the modifiers.
Cool.
I just put my synth on, so I should be right. What's going on? Where am I? What is going on? I mean, I'm
where are you?
respawning in a completely wrong area. Completely wrong area. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. No. Nah.
Where is that nade? Yeah,
But he's not dying.
but I died. I put 1 Galahon rocket in him. He's well shielded. He's down to maybe 5% now. Just needs 2 Galahon rockets, that's all there is.
Oh, one super. How low? How low is it?
Valus to Ark has finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow. But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready.
I'll
to
open
face
this
them.
chest. What's in this chest?
Nothing good. The same stuff that before. No. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna open it then if there's nothing.
Yeah. I should have opened the
I picked
one
up another
before.
key, so I got 2 skeleton keys now. Funnily.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's crack on with another. Well, we can do Prisoner of Elders later if you want. Because Prisoner of Elders was not
Okay.
featuring that frequently in here, and some people ask me when you're going to go to Prisoner of Elders, and I think particularly in view of the fact that we yesterday had Cade and the destruction of the prison might be more than fetching, you know, to bring in that activity, so we can do a few rounds in there if you fancy it.
Okay.
After this strike
Yep.
we'll do that, that 3rd or 4th
Uh-huh.
strike.
Some creatures of the Hive strain against the will of Oryx. Alakul, the Darkblade, is one such. Long
Alright.
ago, he fomented rebellion against the king and attempted to take his mantle. Alakul failed, and now awaits the mercy of the Hive. Given the chance, the Darkblade will step in to take Oryx's crown. We must not allow another prince to rise. The Darkblade suffers his judgment in the depths of a Hive prison. I am feeding an energy marker to your ghost. It will lead you to his cell.
By the way, what are you eating?
At the moment, just eating
Yeah.
a roll topped with cheese and yogurt.
Okay.
Is it very noisy?
No, not that noisy.
Because I switched my mic off when I was eating. Didn't think anyone
Ah.
could hear it. You just switch my mic off if munching. Because the mic's quite close, and then, you know, one can hear whatever I'm doing. It's a very sensitive mic, actually.
Yeah, I have. I actually have. Somehow I have very good hearing, and that's probably why I hear it.
Your hearing
Your
is,
eating.
I guess, somewhat more sensitive than most people, so you can detect the sounds that other people can't.
Really
Yeah.
sensitive.
That's why you said that when I'm switching on and off my mic, you can hear it's like an explosion, right?
Yeah.
And it's a minor sound, but actually you can hear it on a higher frequency.
I can sense a powerful incantation.
You know what I mean? You actually can hear it on a higher frequency, which means you hear what other people can't hear.
Probably.
My scan says the runes draw energy from those towers. If you
Yep,
get me over
probably
there, I can
that's it.
hack them and open the
Well,
door.
that's very. It's a very useful ability, particularly in certain situations.
Okay.
on the other hand, it can cause a lot of discomfort. You know, like the sleeping that if one isn't careful. Because if you live in a noisy environment, then you can literally hear every single thing. Do you know what I mean?
I don't live in a noisy environment. But
Yeah, it's quiet and you're not bombarded with that sort of thing.
But lightning is really noisy and annoying.
Well, you can hear it almost like an explosion, like artillery fire, you know?
Yeah,
if it's heard on a different frequency. And,
yeah.
I had a friend and she could hear everything that was happening across the road. You know? She could hear a mosquito flying 100 meters away. It was a complete nightmare
I think
for
that's
her.
an exaggeration or what, however you say. What does it mean?
No, she had, it's a disability. It's like with Asperger's, you know? It's a disability where she could hear things that were really, really very far, but she would hear them massively, massively amplified. And it caused them many problems with sleep. Because even the slightest sounds that she could hear across the road would be heard as very, very disturbing. That's like really unusual. But you know, some people have it, it's genetics. What can you say? You see, for myself, if I'm listening to music and there's someone singing, I can't be hearing the lyrics and the music at the same time. I can hear one or the other, but not both, you know? It's also genetically different. And therefore I'm not very good in multitasking. I find it really difficult to do several things at once. I've got to have one thing at a time. And I mean, I've known people who can do 6 things at once, but I can't. You just, you know, in that respect I'm
By
completely
the way,
disabled.
before I joined you, I was playing with Pirate.
With Pirates? Oh yeah, yeah. Were you doing Destiny 2 or Destiny 1?
Yep, Destiny 2.
Yeah. He's just
he went to sleep when I started watching you.
well, he was probably awake all night on the previous night, because when when he joined me yesterday, he said it was 5 o'clock in Las Vegas, 5 a.m. and he went for a nap and then joined us later for Destiny 2 as well. So you know.
Yeah.
I'm gone, unfortunately. Well, video gaming and time zone differences, that is always a concern. And it does cause me, as a broadcaster, significant issues when it comes to my American community, because some people in there are sort of 7 to 9 hours back, and, you know, it's very difficult for them to keep up every day. But for whatever reason, lots of people play the games at night, you know? That's the other thing. Like an all-nighter.
Yes,
Where are you? Have you been revived already?
I've been revived, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Olga was there.
No, I didn't even hit the Olga and it died.
The other guy chucked a grenade.
Well, the grenade did nothing.
We're on the right track.
Then I don't know what it is. He got squeezed in the door.
Find the dark blade.
Well,
Whatever.
Finish this.
Could you chuck a invisibility on me now?
Did he get invisible or not? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I got. And it certainly caused some issues. Yeah, no, survive. Yes. Ooh, thank you a lot.
taking
Eris,
6
why did the
bullets,
Dark Blade
each one of
rise
those
against
shriekers. That's ridiculous.
The Wizard Varrock was his mate. He slew a legion of
Ja,
thralls in
invisibility
Crevain, marched on the
are
king's throne
really
at the head of an
useful.
army built on hate and pain.
How romantic.
Revived our friends and then I got killed. And he didn't manage to get full res.
Until he died.
No, it was res, but there's a lag on his server. I did res him alright, but just wait for us before we get there.
Yeah. I don't have to like wait for you. I can just roll it. Present me with my option of heavy ammunition, please, game.
But it
Oh
should be
yes,
there.
thank you.
It should be there. Well, this chest is good, so I'm definitely using my skeleton key there.
Same.
Yeah, there's always something interesting in this chest.
The Dark Blade. I sense him.
And I forgot to jump before landing.
Ow.
No, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone.
Who do you res?
Yep.
Good.
That was quick. Where's the chest?
Yay, Dark Blade Spike.
You got it, yeah?
Dark soul goes
Oh
screaming
yes,
at the
I
pit
got
between
the right
stars.
roll. Not the right
A
roll.
pretender to the crown
I've
is
got
dead.
Brawler's Cloak
No
and Dark Blade
Guardian.
Spite. Both of those I got. So this is a good chest.
When
This is a
we
good chest.
went down into the pit.
Yeah.
What you
Yes,
have
it
done,
is.
you have done in their names.
Chest armor.
Toland, Sai Mota, Omar, Ariana 3.
Well, the next shadow is
Well,
the next DLC in Destiny 2.
Shadowkeep, he'll be back. I like cool. Really?
Well, she said we'll be ready for the next shadow.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so we leave matchmaking. We'll go to Prison Felders. Or we'll go back to the tower first. Because I've got a few bits of admin
Okay.
I need to do in there.
I'll use my golden gun as a. I want to have fun with my weapon, kind of thing stuff. Yeah, I'll use my golden gun like that.
What was he suffering from the most? My sword, right? And
My
you used
sword.
your sword as well. So it's 2 swords. Yeah, 2 swords on him.
And my golden gun, my
Golden
super.
gun as well. Yeah. Golden gun is deadly, but I think he's probably most vulnerable to swords more than Galahorn. Because I used the other day Galahorn on him, didn't seem to suffer much damage. But sword, if you come close, the only thing is, in a team of 3, the other 2 guys, they've got to be on 2 separate flanks, and then firing at him, possibly with automatic weapon or something, which is really rapid, and therefore he's confused, you know? Because if I come close to him, in the end of the strike, which we do with the Lakul, yeah? You get 3 guys in there, so I go directly on him, and I keep hitting him with my Dark Drinker spins. He will take probably 6 or 7 spins, if he's not badly modified, to die. Maybe even 8. But he has to be confused about where the enemy is coming from, so 2 other guys need to be on 2 separate sides, opening up on him with automatic weapons, right? So it's rapid fire, that's most important. Rapid fire, so he's looking left and right, and he's not doing anything against me. and therefore I'm just hitting him with a sword. Do you know what I mean? That's the
Okay.
best strategy. But because if I go at him with my sword and there's no incoming fire from two sides, he's still tackling me. He'll still use his axe on me, and therefore I will be hit sooner or later. Or if he's sort of stamping the ground, and then I'll be obviously losing that battle. So anytime we've done it as a 3-piece, where there was fire coming from two different sides, then it was very, very easy. It wasn't difficult either in this instance, but he did manage to kill me. Do you know what I mean? Because if I'm giving consistent Dark Drinker, it has to be consistent spins, otherwise it's not as effective.
Go to Prison of Elders now.
I need to go to the tower. I've got to sort out engrams, which I picked up. And then we'll go to Prison of Elders.
Okay.
So
I'm going to use Fawn now.
Okay, no worries. Are you going to be for the vault, you mean?
What vault? Do you mean the raid?
No, what I mean, you're going to talk on a phone, or
glass.
you are going to be using it in order to transfer items?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna...
Because you say you're going to use the phone.
My items.
If you're going to use the phone, I thought you were going to be...
no, Fawn, I mean...
Oh, Thorn,
like
Thorn, yeah.
Weapon.
Yeah, somebody else was saying something about Thorn yesterday. And I don't think I have Thorn at all. I don't have it.
My favorite weapon, if you'd like to look at it, it looks good.
Mm-hmm. I'll have a look now. Just remind me, how did you get this weapon?
Oh yeah, it's a exotic vest, I think. I don't quite remember.
It's a quest.
Where did I get this? I hope it is a quest. If it isn't, you'll have to pray to the RNG god.
I think it's a quest. Is this the quest that Tonsak was doing the other day? Do you know?
No, no.
You know that he also gets a weapon at the end, but I can't remember now. He said what the weapon is going to be, but I can't remember. When he has to kill the Shriekers and kill two exploding thralls by melee.
It's not that.
But actually,
okay,
to tell you the truth...
have you already seen my weapon?
Yeah, I'm looking at it, yeah. Let me just double check perks.
Okay.
Rose of Acid.
This is what it looks like if it has no corruption.
Yeah, otherwise it's red.
No, it's not this.
Oh, but when you put that other ornament
corruption
on...
makes it...
Yeah, it's glowing red, green. Mark of the Devourer.
Yeah, and whenever I shoot it, there comes some stuff.
Perfect balance. Extra magazine. No, it doesn't have that. Aggressive ballistic, probably quite good as well. Aggressive ballistics, you know.
Okay.
More predictable recoil, enhanced impact, shorter range, and more recoil. Because when you got accurate ballistics, so it's wider range. Well, depends on whether you're using it from close range or not. But aggressive ballistics is worth trying. Used in other weapons. It is more pertinent when the enemies are modified. The only thing is it doesn't operate on a very, very wide range. So
aggressive ballistics. Because it has a low range. Hand cannons need range to be effective.
Yep, I agree. This is what I do.
Yep.
With my Imago loop.
Oh, I got a Tovat shell and Paphion slot. Yeah.
Bye.
Let's go to Master Hall. See what I picked
Glass
up.
half full.
We have some engrams
Well,
you want to find appealing.
Secret round. It's good that I can change it.
Very fine.
Butterfly code. I got butterfly code, so that's quite rare. I've never had this before. No, that's completely wrong. I picked it up recently. Butterfly Coiled Artifact. You ever had it? Hunt Artifact.
Yup. Yeah, I have had it.
Looks good, but it's Arc Accumulator and Discipline, so it's not really giving us anything much. Quite slim.
Yeah.
Brawler. Warlock Bond. Okay, that Warlock Bond needs to go in the vault. And weaponry wise, Cafing. Don't need Cafing. I've got my second Darkblade Spite, so I need to see in the vault what I've got. I've got one of those in there. I'll get rid of, replace it with my Darkblade Spite. So that'll take me a minute.
I hope we helped you.
But before I do that, I'll have to be blowing my money, because in Destiny 1 I'm rich all the time. So we'll do is we'll buy some special ammunition synthesis just to reduce it to 20,000.
Good eye.
There. So I probably have quite a few special ammunition synths now, because I've been buying them quite a bit. 130. Alright, that's not bad. It's not too many.
Okay.
I thought I had a few more. Is that you in there, glowing? Yeah, it is.
What?
I'm just looking at the fact that you're glowing as much. And you've got Olga's Grasps. You're very bright, which means for Alakhul, you're really ideal, you know, for everyone else, like myself, who's not glowing. Because everyone can see then around you. If you come close to him, you're illuminating all the dark areas. These glowing outfits are useful for some of the caves, and I guess that they basically invented them for that reason. Okay, so I need to see here what I can do with Scout Rifle. Sense Smolder Sniper Rifle, and then automatic rifle. Okay, bear with us a second, just need to sort this out really quickly. So automatic is out. I deleted yesterday one weapon which was 400 by error. I was doing it like really quickly. And it was the weapon I wanted to test, which was a bit ridiculous. It does happen though, if one is in a massive hurry. But it's not a weapon which is rare, so that didn't really matter. It was one of my primaries. Okay, so it's Darkblade Spite 400. That goes in the vault. And then what else? Horizon we put in the vault. Oh yeah, I need to put that chest piece in the vault, and we need to go to armor. No. Cloaks. Okay. So this is Spectre, and then where's the other one? And Sepic's Bond in there, which is 400. And Brawler's Cloak. Okay, I'm done. So that's done.
Okay, good.
And looks
Then
like
we can leave and I can test how my
New
super.
emblems. No idea what they're intriguing.
Yeah.
Not be safe.
Yep.
got something there.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this against the last boss. I'll have to remember
Service
that I'm
restored.
gonna need a thing. Yeah.
It's weird because I cleaned everything up. What's this? I got another Thunderlord. I got plenty of those. I've got. Yesterday I picked up another Thunderlord.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 Thunderlords. I don't need that many. So you know what? I will basically raise the power of my sleeper simulant with one of those immediately. So I have my sleeper 4400. Yep, that's good. And then the other one I can put in the vault. So this
May
may
the next crisis be less.
this one is plenty in there. Let me see. Stream file. Put this one in the vault. The other Thunderlord. See. Thunderlord. And yeah, that's right. And then we'll just get rid of that automatic rifle as well. That's gone. Dog drinker. So that's pretty good. I've got my Dark Drink on 400. I've got Sleeper Simulant 400. I've got Iron Gallop on 400. Boltcaster. Boltcaster still not 400. Alright, so we'll do that with the next 400 heavy that I pick up. But I've been picking up a few heavies during the last couple of days, so that's good. I'm happy about this. It's very difficult to get them earlier.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Okay.
And this should be it with Master Rahul once I complete, and then we'll go to the Prison of Elders. The reason we're doing Prison of Elders today is basically aligned to our activity from last night. We started with Forsaken, and as you know, Prison of Elders gets destroyed during that opening sequence, and therefore we are returning back to the prison as it was for anyone who wants to see it. So if you were watching our last night broadcast, then you can pop in now and enjoy the way the prison was in the past. In other words, the way the prison was in Destiny 1. We'll do some activities there.
Oh, pity your enemies.
So we have those two weapons that are equally useless. We don't really need them or want them.
Can I ask a thing?
Yes, of course.
Okay. When are you
Back out
going
into the
to
dark
to try to get start to learn some trades? So
Well, I'll be doing that in the summer,
with your
and the activities with the raids will be after I completed 12 months of broadcasting on my channel. So the actual activities will be probably from late September, early October, the actual raiding, because then we'll make raiding the priority, you know, so we'll have raids all the time, like we have strikes. We'll have raids like that. I'll need to do a bit of work probably during my holiday. I'll be just examining the videos and learning about it, because we'll have the new expansion coming in, which is Shadowkeep. What's the price of that? How much did it cost you for pre-order? Shadowkeep.
Well, I ordered the perfect edition, or whatever edition it was something along the lines of 60 euros.
60 euros. Yeah, I thought the ultimate
Yeah,
edition of it would be
yeah.
within that range, because they were offering the other editions, not the digital deluxe or the complete edition, but you know, in the past, any kind of content that came out was roughly the same price. So, what's the size? Did it say? Did you get the size of it? Roughly.
What do you mean?
The actual size of the download, is it going to be like 40-50 gigs? Or you didn't see it probably. When you
Haven't
purchased it.
checked yet.
Yeah, likely to be very big. And what I wanted to say was, in September we'll have quite a diverse activity here on the channel. We'll have the new expansion coming up. We'll have a cross-platform save, which is the first time it's happening with Destiny. We'll have another new game released, New Light, free of charge, all platform access, and then we'll have many more people popping in and watching. So I'm rethinking of the structure in order to enable the influx and to provide it, to be as interesting as possible. And I'm still planning for that. But basically, once we approach 12 months of broadcasting here on my channel, raiding will be a bit like a next step.
You'll have a like a birthday kind of thing for your channel.
Yeah.
Is that true? Yep.
We'll probably have a week.
Hopefully I can get to it.
Yeah. We'll basically have a week of activities, and that week will be differently designed. Well, maybe we'll see. I don't want to do something which is, how to put it, when you're celebrating, what you want is maybe a recap of some of the activities, and you want to introduce something new, and you want to have some activities where people pop in and get some rewards, dishing out some games and that sort of thing.
Or then you could just show some glitches or how to get out of boundaries.
It's possible, but I'm not a kind of broadcaster gamer who's inclined to glitches and that. And I know people like it, but it's not really my sort of thing. I prefer doing things organically. So instead of doing shortcuts, when people tell you you can level up quick and all that, it's not really my kind of thing. We've had our friend from Australia yesterday. You remember?
I mean the fun kind of glitches where you just look around and
yeah. I tell you the way I do this. That's not my turf. I'm not really familiar with it. What I do is I bring in Zach, or bring in somebody or yourself who has lots of tips, and then a community member can introduce all the tips. Do you see what I mean? Really, because this is a community channel, the quality content and activity is not solely based on me. I'm just like a coordinator, the CEO who's pulling up all strings. But the main quality comes from my community, and people bring in such tremendous knowledge. And I can tell you, there are some people in here who play games for 25 years, like Jerry, for instance, in Texas. And these are the people who know everything about video gaming. They've done all games, and they especially come to this channel because of our community, because they find the content to be such high value. Where people come in and talk about everything, be it speedruns, be it the raid tips, be it glitches. Do you know what I mean? So they come in order to learn, and that's the best possible reward that I can have as a broadcaster, because somebody who's been doing games for 25 years, they'll be quite selective where they will be going. They'll be looking for what type of crew is there discussing things, and that's the idea. A lot of broadcasters don't realize, or they probably are not familiar enough with the way online community works. And I've had several online communities in kind of various departments, so to speak, affiliated with music and film industry. So I know how the whole thing flows, and we have a tremendous benefit here of Twitch that gives us this opportunity, to connect live online through gaming, and it's a very instantly connecting type of experience compared to, you probably would have seen when people discuss politics or music or current affairs. It's a different sort of thing, because your viewpoint on current affairs or music could be quite polarized, but in here you will always have that interactivity element. You are playing the game, you are in it, you know how it works, so you have a leg to stand on. Do you know what I mean? You will always know how the in-game mechanics work, how to infuse, how to kind of complete certain sections. So there's always something to talk about which will be identical to all participants, and I think that's very, very beneficial. So coming back to your question, I will bring people in to maybe display different skills, people who have those skills, like a tutorial. How do you do exotic weapons? How do you get to your boltcaster? How do you get to Thorn? And, you know, that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be just me doing it. Me bringing in somebody, have to plan for that. And I think raids will follow in consequence, because if we focus on Destiny 2 expansions and the top tier activity in Destiny 2, I want obviously Destiny 1 channel to be as interesting as possible. And I think with you know, we could say at the end of that celebration period, celebrating like 1 year anniversary, we'll have raids as the main activity, and then people can come and learn from other raiders. And you've seen that people popped in and said, well, do you know anybody who does speedruns? And we have Zach in here, and he broke some world records on his speedruns. So there isn't a better person. Talking about what is to follow, it will be very similar to what we have so far, but maybe just a bit more diverse. And I may have sometimes days where Destiny, you know, the day stream will be dedicated to some other activity. And also I'm toying with the idea of running a separate Discord channel, but need to work out how to create a channel that's going to be equally then restreamed on YouTube and Twitter and all other platforms, and get recorded at the same time, you know, because Discord people use on the PC. But I want it to be, well, maybe we'll run discussion channels through Destiny on Twitch, do you know? But it will say, instead of Destiny 1 live broadcast, so it'll say Destiny community open discussion or something like this. And then we'll get people coming in, and, you know, I'll have to work it out basically, but all of that is to follow. All right, so let's crack on. You happy to crack on?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the benefit of our viewers, we were discussing the future of the channel after we completed 1 year broadcasting, which is going to be in September. And I've given you some ideas and some tips, but you know, I'll come up with a clear-cut structure in due course, so you'll be all told about it. And there's plenty more to come, really, from our community and from myself in the months which are to follow. And we are now going to be revisiting Prison of Elders. We were there yesterday as the Prison of Elders got destroyed in Forsaken, and today we are going back to the way it was. So without further ado, we are proceeding to the Reef and Prison of Elders. We'll start with Arx's Grudge, the Reef in Asteroid Belt, level 32. It's going to be on the hard difficulty level.
Okay. Wait, what are we doing?
We'll start with Arx's Grudge.
What's that?
It's just one of the Prison of Elders activities, the first one.
Oh. No. Okay.
You don't want to do it?
What?
I thought you were quite happy to go to Prison of Elders because you have lots of different activities in there. You can do them one by one.
Okay.
You could do the challenge at the end, but you know.
Yeah, we can do it now.
Build up the activity to that top tier. Oh, we're just the two of us. We don't have our third friend coming in.
Welcome.
Yeah, because
to
you took one of the.
Prepare
you took
for
the
combat.
garage or whatever it is. You took that, so there's no one matchmaking with us.
No, okay.
Yeah. You see your failure now. Do you see it? Do you see it? We'll die. We're not going to have anything.
No. What can I
Do you
see?
understand? Do you understand your mistakes?
No.
Okay, well then that game shows you your mistake by not having a third fire team member.
I'll learn as I go along.
Yeah, hopefully you'll learn it soon as we give up. No, it's a old that doesn't stand a chance. It's another old that stands a chance this time because I was a very brave.
Loads of enemies. I'm alive. I didn't die yet. So that's good.
By the way, did you know that the phone is in year one was the cyber bully weapon in PvP?
No. No, I didn't know.
Okay. Die, Olga, die.
Oh, you did go, yeah. I was gonna spin him.
Yeah, I didn't get my poison. Do you want to know why the weapon is called Fawn?
It must be a thorn in someone's side.
Come over here. Come over here. Get your primary weapon out. Okay, and look at this bullet here. Look at what it shoots.
Looks like a thorn.
Yeah.
This is like thorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. I'll tether this Soiga. Open up with heavy on him.
Okay, I don't have any heavy on, but okay.
Okay, we got him now.
Yeah, but there's a second over that's there almost.
That worked. That was good. You see, Dark Drink is very, very useful.
Well, it's not useful if you can't hit this wizard over here.
I'll hit him.
Could you help me? Please.
Wait a minute, I need to get rid of wizard first.
Okay, I'm gonna use my good weapon on him. He almost died. Now he's dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
Or she. Wizard slash she.
They are dead.
I don't think they have a gender.
I am dead. What?
I think the wizards could be either male or female, you know, although they appear to be shrieking like females.
Oh.
I think they could be either. A bit like.
No, they're only female. Wizards are female hive.
Really? I thought they could be any.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Omnigo. Omnigo is
yeah,
the
she's
chief wizard. Yeah.
Female. Yeah.
Round 2, says Varix.
War beasts of the Cabal.
Do you know? Did you know a thing about a strike in Forsaken?
Yeah.
Varix boogied out.
Varix.
And left his Varix boogied out and his servitor went all mad and stuff. and then we have to fight his
I didn't know
raised,
that.
servitor. Yeah, it thinks yeah, you'll find out soon, you know.
You know, our friend yesterday was saying that we were talking about spoilers, but actually I'm not that fussed about it, you know. You know, some people who are really remembering all about the story, and they say, oh, you spoiled it for me. For me, it absolutely doesn't matter, because I will never remember.
Yeah, because you don't remember that.
I never remember. When I go through it, I'll experience it. And
just
you know what?
like me.
No, but you know what it is? There's a reason for that. The reason for that is that I don't think in words. I think in visual terms, in pictures. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So if I'm, for instance, hearing what somebody's telling me, it may or may not be kind of visualized, but when I see it, because it's visualized, it has a completely different impact. So I'll give an example. With lots
what
of
if I told you that the servitor is going to be 3 times larger than that, and it shoots flames everywhere?
It doesn't matter to me at all.
And it uses a death beam.
You know, it doesn't really bother me. I know that people, for instance, when you go to National Film Theatre in London, it's a cinema run by British Film Institute, you know, with archive films. They deliver notes. So any film you want to see, so archive films, will have notes, you know, and the notes will be telling you something about the film and the director and all this. And what they do is, they always write down that these notes contain spoilers. As you will get people who really hate hearing anything about the story, or, you know. For me, it just doesn't matter at all. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. Because I like experiencing it firsthand when the activity is ongoing. And, you know, people can tell me as many times as they want. And I remember many years back when I talked, because I'm a film historian, in addition to being aligned with film and music industries, video game industries. I would sort of watch films with my film buff friends, and they would ask me, about something, and I just, didn't pay attention to it at all. For me, it was the overall experience of that film, more than some sort of particular detail in the story. So, it's down to the way somebody experiences it. And for me, video games are equally interesting because they're very immersive. So for me...
Enemies come, Guardian. Thirst for your light.
For me, the story will be important, and how much I feel, basically, to be a part of that world, How immersive it is, that's for me most important. And there are some games that have really good stories, but if you don't feel part of it, then it's not really, it's not cutting it for me.
Yep, I understand.
But to tell you the truth, in terms of the way the video gaming industry is of today, it's all gone down the route of multiplayer. Oh, I'm really reviving so poorly.
Success, Guardian. Success.
One more. Oh no, it's waves, okay. So in terms of telling me anything which would you consider spoiler, this is often no issue. But then sometimes you get community members who are a bit sensitive. But on the other hand, we are discussing all of the activity here, whatever's happening on screen.
They are dead. You are not.
And you know how different it was before Twitter. People wouldn't know about certain things, but today there aren't spoilers and such. If you access Twitter, you get all the information instantly. So it's very different compared to the way it was in the past. on the other hand, it makes it very easy for people to find out about certain things. Like, for instance, we want to find out where Zer was. We didn't have to wait. We could just access Twitter, put hashtag Zer, Twitter, and that's it. You get the information instantly, so you know exactly where he is. You're not wasting any time.
Beasts of the Cabal await.
And generally every Friday, I ask my community members, do you know where Zer is? And most of the times people say, yeah, this is where he is. Don't believe this. You know what? You just wouldn't believe this. There was this massive big spider. That spider was so big and must have really walked in during the night. My window was open. Good job that that spider didn't crawl all over me whilst I was asleep. One of our friends from the US, he has a huge fear of spiders, and he woke up with that spider next to his face, and he said he completely freaked out. Well, that's tricky if you are, you know, anywhere near desert or areas where it's really very hot. Right, so these guys are not doing all done. What's the weapon using? Is that Thorn? I didn't think it was. Sikapupa, what's the weapon they're using? This one, this bang bang. I can't hear. I think you muted your mic.
Advance. Intercept important target, or you die. Success, Guardian. Success.
Ah, no ammunition. Sikapupa, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Your mic's gone. Oh yeah, it is Thorn. It is Thorn. It sounds a bit like Scout Rifle when you're firing. Thank you! Thank you! But what I do need is my sync.
Okay, I have to go, bye.
Okay, see you, bye bye. Thanks for coming, thanks for being here today.
Unleashed. Intercept important target, or you die. failed, Guardian. Round 3. War beasts of the Cabal await.
Let's see what happens next with the waves completed 3. Nah, it's going to be too difficult for me to do it all by myself, because I thought we were just about to complete the whole round. So we'll carry on with some strikes. I think Asakapupu had to depart rather hastily. He was caught up with something which was unforeseen, I should say. Doubles competitive multiplayer. We can do some Crucible as well, just for a little while. No, I need to get some bounties. For that I have... Okay, I've got this one bounty. But we certainly can get something else. Back to the tower, pick up a bounty, and then we'll carry on. So that's the idea. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Bit of a shorter stream today, but thoroughly enjoyable so far. We started a bit later thanks to that lengthy Forsaken stream last night. We've done 2 hours of Escalation Protocol, and then we did some quests and Forsaken in Destiny 2, so indeed I had to get some sleep as well, in addition to doing my broadcasts. Therefore we started an hour later today than usual. And I don't really want to be doing my late night streams, but it was an exception, and the activity was very enjoyable. We had a very good team on board, we had a lot of fun, so it was all good. And also I wanted to get some continuity with my early Forsaken missions, which is what we did get yesterday. I'll take a short break, and when I come back we'll carry on first of all with the bounties and then with some Crucible. There we are, my friends. I'm back, having a cup of tea, having a breath of fresh air, feeling refreshed, and now we'll carry on. We'll do a bit of the Crucible, I think.
I've neglected my work for too long. Oh, I'll be sorry to see that one go. Always interesting.
And maybe a few strikes after that, and then we'll call it a day. So that's the idea for today. A shorter stream of Destiny 1 today, a bit shorter than usual. As I said, we've had some lengthy streams this week of Destiny 2 Forsaken and then Apex and Destiny 1. And as we come to Friday, I did have to take a bit of rest. I think yesterday was particularly taxing, considering that our second stream was about 6 hours long.
Yes, Guardian?
No, we want to go to Lord Shaxx. To pick up maybe a few bounties from him.
I offer truth.
Big day ahead, Guardian.
Good afternoon, sire. This one. And then we'll see what bounties our Quartermaster has.
Yes?
Automatic rifle kills, scout rifle kills, fusion rifle kills, shotgun. Well, that's not going to be... That is not going to be useful. And we don't want to have any of these.
Soon, we will all be food.
So in addition to this, we'll just take some other bounties for the rest of the day. Probably 2 or 3 spaces left. 2 spaces left, 3 spaces left actually. So we completed one of those. Not claimed it yet. Heavy golting. Some reputation is up, so we have 3. And I think I'll resort to the strike bounties, 6 medals, and that's about it. Alright, so that's all ready. We'll go to the Crucible. Let's try that session called Doubles. It's on our weekly list. We did engage with some of those missions, some of those matches early in the week. It was Sekapupu and myself doing it. So we'll try it again. And as far as I recall, it was quite enjoyable, so let us have a look. There we are, doubles it is, in the Crucible. We should be able to get some companions fast. been a very quiet day so far. I didn't have many people popping in. I was sick of pooping myself doing some prisoner folders and a selection of superheroic strikes. You never know, but you know, we're coming to midsummer here in the United Kingdom. Lots of people are going away on holidays and not using their consoles, PCs, tablets. Everyone needs to have a bit of respite. Let's face the facts. My holidays also coming up soon. Look forward to them, and I can certainly tell you I really need them. I need to have a bit of rest. It's been a very, very busy 9 months of broadcasting, and in September we'll be celebrating our first year anniversary here on Twitch with DRBMiller channel in this format, and I look forward to my celebrations of that first year anniversary. We'll have some surprises in for you, maybe some wheel spinning, some rewards, some giveaways, and perhaps somewhat different direction for our second year. I will be integrating some overlays and many other extensions and bits which people use for their broadcasts, and we'll see how our community picks up on all of that. And we'll also think of a diverse activity and cross-platform streaming in addition to what we had so far. So hopefully everyone is going to enjoy it. But don't forget, this is a community-based channel, so I always listen to all that you guys have to say and obviously construe things accordingly, proceed according to your wishes. Twitch broadcasting is all about connectivity and interaction. We have the gift of God given to us in order to make bonds with people around the world, share our thoughts and views, and indeed play games together and talk about current affairs and talk about anything we want. I made so many new friendships and bonds since last September that I'm truly delighted, because I have the same in real life out there, with my affiliations to certain institutions and areas of operation. These are related to psychology, film, music, current affairs, and military. So I have many contacts out there and friends who are belonging to a niche group of individuals who cater for a certain interest. And I've got exactly the same thing here, and this channel started as an experiment, and I just want to see what responses would be in the area of video game industry, because I was considering the same sort of channels for my film and music entities. And I'm truly delighted to tell you that it worked out perfectly and it exceeded all of my expectations, and thanks to my community members first and foremost. It was all down to yourselves guys and all of your participation, communication, help, all the activities we had during the last year, and all of that contributed to a very high quality content which has been well received by many people worldwide. So thank you all for that. We'll carry on with this beacon of hope for Destiny. Lots of people said I was carrying the beacon for Destiny 1 for quite some time, but I'm delighted to see that many more people are coming back to Destiny 1 at the end of Season of Opulence, and we are beaming with energy, positivity, and thriving with many more interesting events and adventures before us. So we are absolutely delighted to travel forward to our new DLC called Shadowkeep that's going to come out in September. Asylum, Ishtar Sink, Venus is going to be our map. Asylum.
Doubles salvage. Alpha team.
Alpha team. Salvage relics, kill enemies.
Get out there, grab the relics, and don't let anyone stand in your way. New relic located. You're in the lead. Probe activated. Defend it. Relic secured.
Why did you see me? I was invisible.
There's a new relic. Go and get it. The enemy's probe is out. Shut it down.
Sniper. Thank you.
Relic compromised. Lost the lead. New relic located.
That's annoying. Hello Imperial, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hello everyone, Imperial says.
Defend the probe, Guardian.
Thank you for joining us here. Furry Spider's here as well, saying you can still see one person that is invisible. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't realize this and I got whacked.
They shut you down. Don't lose the next one.
He just couldn't die. Did you not see? There was 6 hits, and it's my upload speed that causes all this,
There's
which is ridiculous.
Relic. Go and get it.
And Imperial says Miller's doing Crucible. It's just warming up, really. I'm completely ineffective in here. You know, I don't have either the appropriate internet speed or you know, skills that are required in here. It's just literally to provide a bit of diversity. We are doing those weekly doubles.
Probe is out. Keep them away.
So we need to defend the probe.
Heavy ammo inbound.
Yeah, he's using some really powerful weapon in there. I don't know what the weapon is.
Your probe is down. Stay alert for new relics. Heavy ammo available. New relic located.
I'm dead instantly. I'm just completely weak here due to that upload speed. They can see me before I can see them, and you know, the lag and everything is just ridiculous. You can really tell the difference. See, I don't have a lot of skill in this either, but the tech side of things is equally important. So where is our friend? I didn't see him.
Enemy probe out.
Furry Spider's asking about joining me. I will be ending my broadcast very shortly, I'm afraid. I'm having a shorter broadcast today in view of my schedule, so I'll maybe do just something very quickly and then I'll call it a day. I apologize for that, but it's due to our broadcasting yesterday and on Wednesday. I had 2 or 3 broadcasts a day, which in fact has been a bit taxing on my resources, if you know what I mean.
To fight. You've got to secure those relics.
So lost. I'll bring you in next time, as soon as I start, be able to have you on board, and we'll do some squadding up and teamwork together.
There's a new relic. Go and get it.
Finally! Finally! I don't believe it. Yeah, just getting back to Furry Spider, I apologize for this, but I'll be ending my broadcast very shortly. It's a shorter broadcast today than usual. And we'll carry on with our Destiny world tomorrow. Destiny 1 world, that is. Two of them even. Don't even know where I am.
The enemy's almost won. Their probe active, Guardian. Stop it. They've got the relic. You have this, Guardian. Next time, focus on the relics.
We'll do a quick match and then we'll call it a day. We'll do that. I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. It's been shorter than usual, but as I said, we've had some lengthy broadcasts yesterday and therefore I started much later than expected. And we'll have our usual morning broadcast tomorrow of Destiny 1 with all of our favourite activities that include weekly story missions, strikes, Prison of Elders, Arkan Forge, and all sorts. Everything we like the best in Destiny. Hope you guys are enjoying the Season of Opulence as well on Destiny 2 Forsaken. I've just started with my Forsaken yesterday and I loved it. I thought it was really beautifully designed and really thoroughly enjoyed all the content. Seemed very, very busy. There were lots of things to do. We were doing it in a team of 3 initially, then later in a team of 2, and I've come to the level when I collect some bounties from the spider, and then I need to complete those bounties. So that's where I left it off yesterday, and I will continue with that in my next Destiny 2 broadcast. Look forward to that as well. Destiny 2 Forsaken has been massively improved, so anyone who's been doing it initially during the Year 1 edition will be well surprised, and lots of activities, many quests. You will never be left alone standing, you'll never feel bored, and you just have to be collecting all the bounties and quests given to you from various characters, and you'll be kept busy for many months ahead. So remember that. Nice and easy, just collect everything and then crack on. You get plenty of chests, lots of rewards, and most importantly, you'll be intercepted and compromised by many difficult enemies. Everywhere, that is, in any area of Destiny 2 Forsaken. The game does feel a bit more advanced than Destiny 1 by now, and there are lots of different things to do. So worth keeping in mind if you're entering. And most importantly, do not miss that special offer of $34.99 on the complete edition. It was offered initially during the E3 week, and it's still there, so if you've not bought it yet until today, definitely make sure that you get it as soon as possible, because it will be gone. And in September, the entire new world of Destiny 2 will open with our new chapter called Shadowkeep, and then also Destiny New Hope, a standalone game comprising the elements of 1 and 2, Destiny 1 and 2, and being offered free of charge on all platforms. So a lot to look forward to. Now is the time to get engaged, to get involved, to buy the game and create your own community. You'll have a few months before September, and absolutely, well, 2 months really, and I'm sure you will be enjoying it as much as myself.
Doubles skirmish. Alpha team.
Doubles are here. Who is here with me? Let's see.
Get your head in the fight, Guardians.
Another person. We need to stick together. What did he use?
Gained the lead.
Yeah, they're so much faster than me, and they see me before I can see them. Well, that means only one thing: instant death.
You're in the lead.
Thank you.
You're falling behind. Gained the lead.
How is this possible? One shot, one kill. Yet I'm always at the receiving end of it all. Well, I know it why, so I don't need to mulling over it. We got killed with us, fortunately. So you could see there's our friend.
Heavy ammo on the way.
Where is he now? Lost him completely.
Heavy ammo available.
What was this? Must be someone super. What else? Pretty good. Surprise myself, really.
Only 5 minutes left.
he has some sort of a sniper or sleeper simulant. Killed instantly.
Only 1 minute left. Finish them. Another battle won. On to the next fight.
Okay, we won this one, so that's good. 1 won, 1 lost. But I did have some success in here. I think I had a few kills, which is surprising. Even 5. Extraordinary. It's very good. Alright, so that's going to be all for today, my friends. We are going to be calling it today a bit earlier than usual. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We've had Prisoner of Elders, we had Strikes, we had Crucible, so quite a lot to do really. And very quickly we'll go back to the tower, but I don't think I have a lot of admin to do, considering we were not doing many of those matches. So let's see, and then we'll carry on with our Destiny 2 world next. I will let you know through my Twitter whether this Destiny 2 Forsaken stream is going to be tonight or perhaps tomorrow. We'll see, depending on my schedule. Thoroughly enjoyed my Forsaken last night. Really look forward to carry on with all. We are going back to the tower to do some admin, and then we'll call it a day. There we are. Very quickly we'll go to Master of All.
Careful.
Check. Wonderful day, Guardian.
Armor shader, which I don't really need. And we are going to have some rewards from Lord Shax because we completed that bounty, I think.
Let's do this.
So we have Crucible Armor, Crucible Chroma, Crucible Weapons. Longbow Synthesis. Okay. Longbow Synthesis. Sniper Rifle. Looks good. Okay. Longbow Synthesis. Now we have another ship, I think. Newsbeaker ship, Newsbreaker, beg your pardon, don't like it too much. And Stanistoroshkoeva, Glorious Jump, plenty of ships in there. And then we also got this Ishtar Dilemma, which is not necessary. And then another Ghost Crucible Shell, okay, Crucible Shell. Titan Bounty. Spirit Bloom Sensor, so I need to remember I have that Crucible Shell, so I can be using it anytime I go to the Crucible. Okay, so that looks good. That's all for today. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for being here with us
Your victory
today. And a somewhat shorter stream than usual. Start a bit later due to that Destiny 2 Forsaken broadcast last night. And we'll carry on with our Destiny 1 selection adventures tomorrow as usual from 10 o'clock. So thank you for coming, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being our very valued community members, for contributing, for participating, for providing us with help and many tips and advice. Always appreciated. It's been a bit of a quiet morning compared to the rest of the week, compared to Wednesday and Thursday, where we had a buzzing community here. Nevertheless, we'll carry on with our adventures tomorrow. So on that note, I would wish you a very, very good afternoon.
Okay, Fenchurch. Okay. Okay, Ikora. Okay. Cade wants what now?